Hey everyone, I'm Brian. Yesterday I did a video about dog play. Are dogs really playing when they're at a dog park or when they're socializing with other dogs? And I got a lot of feedback from that, a lot of positive feedback, so thank you for that. But I also got some questions. Now guys, I didn't cover everything I could cover on that topic. Trust me, I could be here for 3 or 4 hours talking about canine social interactions. They're so deep. There are many webs, many dendrites that flow off of that. So I'm going to kind of keep it simple today because remember, we got a lot of days coming up here and I can definitely get a lot deeper into this subject. But again, I really appreciate the feedback and I appreciate the questions. So let me see if I can do my best to answer 2 questions that came in from Samantha. Samantha wanted to know, because yesterday I really talked about 2 types of dogs in play. The one that's more dominant, just born that way, more of a pushy dog. Those dogs, during the interaction with other dogs, whether it be at a daycare, whether it be at a dog park, you'll find them seeking out 1 or 2 other dogs. They're always pushing them, always trying to wrestle with them, trying to do perpendicular mounting, you name it. They're always pushing. Then you have the other dogs that are just more cooperative. They're more of a cohesive type group. And they will run together and chase one another and chase a ball together. So you'll usually see 2, 3, 4 dogs all interacting together. Well, the one dog I left out yesterday, and Samantha pointed out to me because she owns one of those, and we do as well. And it's called the edge dog. The edge dog. Now, the edge dog is a dog that hangs out here. So think of a dog play like this bullseye right here. This is my dominant dog I talked about. These are my cohesive dogs in this ring here. They're the ones playing chase with one another, running after something together, just really having a great time. These are kind of seeking out clarity for who's dominant, who's not, who's strong, who's weak. But then you have the edge dogs. They're the ones that kind of hang out here on the peripheral edge, at least until they get to know these dogs right here. You will not ever have one of these hang out here. So listen to that. You will never have a dog who's a pushy, dominant dog hang out in the peripheral edge. The peripheral edge is reserved for those dogs who are a little bit more fearful or just a little bit maybe uncomfortable about being in a social setting. And it could be their owner's fault, honestly. They just never had the opportunity to take them to a dog park or to a large group. Then after a while, they can become very comfortable. But if you have an edge dog, don't be worried about it, because if it's a dog who associates other dogs as something very fearful, wow, there's many questions we have to answer before we go down that road. Usually it just takes time. Dogs thrive on whatever's familiar. They are familiar creatures. They love familiarity. They don't like anything strange. And some dogs, it's just their personality. Kira and I were just at a big social group here, or function here at the UPenn. And while we were there, we found ourselves right here. In fact, I kind of drew this thinking about it at that time. We're edge people. We're peripheral people. I grew up in Alaska. There wasn't a whole lot of this going on up there. Maybe it's just my imprinting. But it's how I am. I'm not a real social type person, and neither is Kira. Now, if you put me in a group of people, and I've been there for a while, I kind of gravitate towards the center here. And then unlike dogs, I have been in this middle here. The military forced me to be there. For some of you, you're probably the same as Kira and I. But at work, you're one of these. Humans can do that. And they do it easily because dominance, you're really not born dominant. You're born with the ability to be dominant. So dominance and submission is found within a context. And that's a really deep dendrite, a rabbit hole that I'm going to go down on another day. I'm not going to do it today. So again, Samantha, if you have a dog out here, I wouldn't be really worried about it. The only time I'd start to maybe go, I'm not sure, is if they're out here every day. You take your dog to a dog park every day, and they've been like this for over 2 weeks. Then I start to be a little bit more concerned about that at that time. And then again, now more questions. All right, the second question that I got asked was, Brian, what does this mean about playing with my own dog? What does it mean? Is it okay to play with your dog? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, please play with your dog. Again, if you own one of these, you'll know. Because why? They try to dictate play. They push play. In other words, you don't stop play unless it's on their terms. So again, be careful about playing with a dog that's really pushy, really mouthy. It can escalate into aggression in no time. I'm not saying don't do it. Just know what you have. make sure that you can always dictate play. When it starts, when it stops. These guys here, it's kind of like my cattle dog. Captain, he loves to play with the ball. He likes to do anything cooperative. Tell you what, Brian, you throw it and I'll bring it back. How about that? Man, that works out like a champ. And then we have a couple other dogs that hang out in this realm up here. You know what? They're just good kind of hanging out with us. They love going out. They just don't want to get in the mix of it, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that as well. But we play with them. They like playing with us. Captain likes chasing the ball, just like these. And then I've owned dogs down here where, no, I didn't play with them very much, or if I did, I made sure that my obedience was spot on because I wanted to be able to control the play. Turn it on, turn it off. So again, play gives us knowledge about our dogs, gives us knowledge about ourselves. Because you'll find out in a real hurry, if you own one of those in that center of that bullseye and you can't turn that play off, all right, well, there you go. Knowledge is power. Time to get busy, time to roll up those sleeves and make sure that you are always in control of every situation. All right, guys, like I said, I could be here for 3 or 4 hours talking about this. I love it. But, man, I got many days, so I'm going to break this thing down into little segments. In the meantime, if you found this information helpful, please share it. I need more sharing going on. I'm just going to point that out to you. Because the whole idea behind this is to share it with people who, even if you don't need it, maybe they need it. So please share this video. All right, guys, we're headed back to Memphis tomorrow. And when we get there, I hope to finally have a dog in my hands. And I can show you a few things on how to actually train a dog. Have a great day.